welcome to a little bit of a different video. This video is mostly for myself because I'm weird and a dork. But I kind of wanted to show you my game collection. Now, one thing is, I have 250 games, but it doesn't look like it because I included stuff like the NES Classic Edition and the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. But I thought I'd just show around the setup mostly as like documentation for myself to look back on in the future and be like, wow, so that's what my setup looked like, and that's, you know, the games I had at the time. So let's talk about some games. Alrighty, so before we begin, here's a list of every single game I have. Yes, I wrote them down. There's about 250 games. Now, this is not 250 games. I include everything from all my physical games to stuff on the NES Classic, digital downloads, Nintendo Switch Online, because, I mean, I technically have these games. They're mine. I can play them. I didn't include stuff like ROMs on PC, because I don't really count that, but I'll run you through the physical games first, and then we'll get to the funny emulation boys. So I tried to organize them by like when the system came out, so like we start with Super Nintendo, end with Switch, and I organized them all in alphabetical order, like rough alphabetical order, and then I put all the sequels together because it made sense. And I'm still working on this, you know, I'm always trying to get new games, but for right now, I'm in a decent spot. Let me play through some of the games first. But, you know, we got Super Nintendo. I mean, like, I have the system, but I never really play it. Only notable game here is, like, Super Mario All-Stars. That's about it. Half of these I got for free, you know, when I was, like, 9, so I'll take it. You got PlayStation 2, which I didn't really ever care about the PS2 library. Like, I don't know. I want an original Xbox, you know, it's just more powerful, the games look better, but PS2 is fucking dirt cheap, and I got most of these for free. So, you know, you got like, the Final Fantasy games, Grand Theft Auto, you know, random garbage games, Rock Band. I don't have any of the Rock Band stuff, but Rock Band, and one lone game over here, TY the Tasmanian Tiger 2, because the collection's not complete without it. And yes, I do have doubles of games. There are many doubles. Yes, I need 2 copies of GTA San Andreas. Don't judge me. I need the Platinum Hits version and the normal version. I didn't ask for this. I got these 3 in a bundle, and then this one just showed up one day. I don't know what happened. It just there. Also, there's just the Mario Brothers Mix. I think it's called the Mario Brothers Mix. Yeah, which is like the Mario Brothers Super Show and stuff. This is not a game, but I didn't know where else to put it, so I just put it there. You know, we don't talk about that one. You got the Wii games. I fucking love the Wii. I want more Wii games. You know, only notable thing here is the 2 copies of Wii Play. I mean, come on, it was like $2 at a thrift store, and it was like complete. I wanted it so bad. You know, and like Wii Fit. You know, I don't know. Some of these games I'm gonna let's play eventually, like Super Paper Mario. I want to do a let's play on because it's a fucking fantastic game. And Wii Sports up here. You know, it's just chilling. I didn't know where else to put it. You move on to Xbox 360. You know, you got 2 Grand Theft Autos. You know, this is Minecraft Story Mode. You know, because I guess you can't download it anymore. I heard so. I don't know. I guess I'm glad I own it physically, and I think digitally on the Xbox, but I don't know. You know, only notable game here is probably like Minecraft for Xbox 360 and like GTA 5. Because I don't know, you got the DS and 3DS games. I don't really have the cartridges for these anymore. I lost them a long time ago. Like this game, I never even have the cartridge for. So, and you know, it's my only DS game. Eventually, I'll get more of these games, but you know, hey, one Call of Duty for the Xbox One, and then you got the Xbox One games. So yeah, the Xbox library I have a big chunk of because my brother gave me a bunch of his games at one point that he just didn't want. So a lot of this is garbage, but you know, I kind of like the Xbox One. I never had a PS4. I've played a PS4. They're okay. I prefer Xbox. You know, Game Pass is just so much more worth it. You know, you got like Assassin's Creed and Destiny. I'm never gonna play these. My fucking cursed copy of Doom, which I bought a third-party case off of eBay, and this is from, I think...
Okay, looking back while editing, how the fuck did I not notice a french fry on the floor? But I've picked it up since, but how the fuck did I not notice a french fry? I'm so sorry you had to see that.
Where's it from again? Family Video, maybe? It's a family video game. So, you know, it was like the last one that was sold at our store here in town before they closed down, and it was like $10, so I was like, sure, I'll maybe play it one day, I don't know. 2 copies of GTA 4, you know, you need 2 copies of GTA 4. If you don't believe me, you need a third one. And then I have another copy on PC. We don't talk about it. You know, GTA 5, Hello Neighbor, you know, I don't know, South Park The Fractured But Whole. You know, eventually going to play Let's Play on this since at the moment I'm doing South Park The Stick of Truth, which we'll get to that. Again, I also own multiple copies of that game, so, Nintendo Switch. I don't think I have any of the cartridges anymore. I rebought most of these digitally, like Luigi's Mansion 3, Mario Kart 8. Actually, I think I have that on cartridge still, but like most of these are lost. I think the only cartridges I still have are Mario Kart 8 and Minecraft. The rest of them are long gone. And then you get into CDs, which isn't part of the game collection, but I have some CDs, but they're just here. And then you have the extra shelf, which there's like one broken game case in case I have to throw it around for a video. There's a few of these games that are empty. Like I think this copy of San Andreas doesn't even have a game in it. If I open it up here, yeah, there's no game. So like some of these I can just throw around and smash. I'll probably harvest their cases for like the good games. But yeah, it's just the extra shelf, and this will grow one day, as I get more games. But for right now, because of how many games I have digitally and emulated, I don't really feel a need. But with that being said, it's time for consoles. Alrighty, time for consoles. Sorry that the Wii is absolutely blown out. There's a light here. I can't help it. Cameras are weird. But we got the PS2, which was my dad's, with 2 memory cards in it. I think they're both third party because, hey, they're cheap. You got my original Xbox 360. I fucking love this thing. It only red ringed on me once, even though the E is not supposed to. There's a bunch of games digitally that I haven't put in the list yet, which I'll probably do eventually. I just don't want to drag out all the cables and hook it up just to write down a fucking document list of games, because, My Super Nintendo, which definitely needs retro brighting, it's pretty yellow, but this was my dad's, and then he gave it to me, and I loved this thing as a kid, because I was like, bro, Super Nintendo, fuck yeah. Like Donkey Kong Country 2 went hard, and then I got Mario All-Stars, played the fuck out of it till my save got wiped. So damn. You got my original Wii, which has been used and abused with a little HDMI adapter. This thing sucks. I want to get the Hyperkin one because it's just going to be so much better. Because again, when I do Super Paper Mario, I don't think I'm actually going to use the Wii. I think I'm going to buy a Wii U. Now you may say, why the fuck would you want a Wii U? It's a Wii U. Well, you can play Wii games on it. And the Wii games look beautiful. So I might get that when I do Super Paper Mario because I care about quality. You got the NES Classic Edition, which, I love this thing. I got it for MSRP a while back. I found it in a Walmart, and I was like, hell yeah, I've put so many hours into this. Currently, I'm playing through Super Mario Bros. 3 on it because I've never beat that game. I've played it 1,000 times and never beat it. I also have a SNES Classic on the way because, I wanted it, and it was at a good price, so I was like, sure. And then the rest of this is just bullshit. But yeah, this is the consoles. I don't really buy consoles anymore for reasons we'll get into. Okay, so obviously as a Let's Play YouTuber, I need a computer, and especially with, just doing YouTube, I need a good computer. And this is where most of my gaming is done anyway, because it's just convenient, it's easier to record. I don't have to deal with my stupid little capture card up here. It's just so much more convenient. So like, even if I own a game on console, like I own South Park: The Stick of Truth on Nintendo Switch, but PC is just easier to record, it looks better, and just, it plays so much better. So inside there's a Ryzen 9 5900X, mostly for video editing. There's the RTX 3060 Ti, which I could probably upgrade that eventually. 32 gigs of RAM, which I definitely plan to upgrade. That's, it's good, but some games like BeamNG Drive need a little bit more RAM, so, and ignore the cable management. I tried, it happens. But yeah, this is where most of my gaming is done, but let's go on to where the rest of my games are, though. I just realized before I show you all the emulated games, I should show you the controller drawer, which, yeah, there's a dresser here now, in case you saw my setup tour. I don't know if this was in it, but yeah, there's a dresser now. So the bottom drawer here is all just my controllers. Some of these don't work, like, I know this Xbox controller does not work. It's mostly just a prop controller, which, it's kind of nice to have, Got my Mad Catz PS2 controller, which is beautiful. Sorry if you can't see this that well, I'm trying. You got like all the Wii controllers, just in
what the fuck is that? I don't know if that's chocolate or shit. Again, you'd think I'd clean beforehand, but I didn't even notice this when I was recording. I'm gonna go clean my fucking Wii remotes now. What the fuck is that? No.
In case there's multiplayer, because I want to get, some multiplayer games for the Wii. That could be fun. My fucking really yellow Super Nintendo controller. Again, this thing needs retro bright bad. But, yeah, this is just all my controllers, and not much else to say. There's also game boxes, which we'll get to in a sec, because the camera looks like shit. Okay, so there's only 2 remaining, because the rest either got thrown out or destroyed over the years, but there's the Xbox Series X box. Now, this isn't mine, this is my dad's console, which is why I have the Xbox One over there, because he just needed an upgrade, and Mom was like, hey, you want a Series S? You only play digitally, so it's cheaper and worked well. He only plays like 2 games, so, and I got to keep the box. Hell yeah. And then there's my Nintendo Switch box, which I was so happy about getting the Switch. I wanted this thing for so fucking long, and I just begged for it daily until I got it. I barely play the Switch now. It's mostly just a Mario Party machine, but, I got to keep the Switch box. I used to have the NES Classic box, but that got thrown out, unfortunately. I probably will reorder it at some point. I had a lot of boxes that might actually be worth something. I know, it's cardboard, but some of them are worth something. Like, I have the Super Mario cereal box. That shit was fire, and it got thrown out on me. Like, damn. But now it's time for the emulated beauties, and you get to watch me record a TV screen because I don't have a monitor that I can screen record with yet. Let's go. And here's where the rest of my games are. Now, like I said, sorry I can't screen record. I broke my monitor, and I can't use my capture card at the moment, but this is where most of my games are. This is where the rest of the list comes from. Like going into NES Online, there are so many fucking games in here. And most of them are shovelware and dog shit, but there are some absolute bangers, so you go through, and whenever the fuck it wants to load. So as you can see, there is just shit tons of games in here. It's kind of insane, and then you have the 4 different sections, which, I mean, it's nice. I get a shit ton of games for a low price every month, and it's just nice. But that's not the end of it. That is not the end of it at all. There's another part. And now here's where the rest of my games is. I've been playing the NES Classic a lot more because a little bit of insight into me. My schedule is, record a video, and when it's exporting, you get about 3 to 5 hours of just free time. So what I've been doing is playing a game in that downtime. Because I just have a list of games I want to go through, and you get about 30 games in here, which is pretty nice. They look fucking fantastic. You get save states. Like, if I load up Mario Brothers 3 here, the game just looks great. It just looks so damn good. And then at any time, you can just save the game. And it's the same reason I bought an SNES Classic. Despite the fact I have the Super Nintendo Online, it's still just better to play with the Super Nintendo controller, have the save states just easily. And it's just, come on, it's a Super Nintendo Classic. I always wanted the thing. But yeah, that's pretty much all the emulated games. The only other thing I have left to show is the actual setup over here. Alrighty, so here we are in the second gaming zone. It's not as beautiful as the main setup, but we got a 40-inch TV. It's just like a cheap Amazon TV, but it does the job. And then I got these extra speakers plugged in with a subwoofer on the bottom, so it sounds great as well. And then I always leave the Switch just plugged in there. And this is my current sitting situation. Ignore the messy couch. I haven't cleaned it yet. But I make a little chair on the floor because the NES Classic is so fucking short that I have to do this. I did order extension cables, but it's still annoying. And then with my controllers, the NES Classic controller and the Switch controllers, I store them in here. And this is where I have extra controllers for Mario Party Night or something, which, beautiful. You always got batteries on standby because you never know when you're going to need them. And yeah, this is pretty much just the extra setup room, and I think that's pretty much my entire game collection. And that is my entire game collection so far. Now, you may be asking, why'd you make this video considering most of your games are emulated? That's because I want to start getting into game collecting, and I want this to be a yearly thing, like with the setup tour. So around the same time the setup tour comes out, expect an updated game tour. And since I have an actual schedule working now, and I, can actually play games in my free time, thank you ADHD meds, since I'm getting into games more, I want to experience a lot more games, and, life is long, man. There's a lot of time to play some fucking video games, and if it's what I'm doing with my free time pretty much from now on, I mean, come on, I need more games. I always need more games. They're kind of awesome. So if you like this video, drop a like down below, subscribe if you're new, ring the bell to get... You did not ring like you're supposed to. Ring the bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos, because I'm trying to upload as much as possible. With how much my focus is now, I might start trying to go for weekly uploads, depending on how much I'm able to upload. But if I can go even more than that, fuck it, might as well. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. There's videos you can watch. This video is probably outdated in like a month, but you can watch the South Park series. There's also modded Minecraft streams, which beautiful. Eventually in the future I might start streaming stuff like Super Mario Brothers 3 in my free time. I just need a laptop and stuff to be able to stream out there. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios.